Good afternoon and welcome to the SpeedGaming Live's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Randomizer Tournament. My name is Strisada and I'm joined by Zebus.
Hello everyone.
And today we have a match between Likeanoob and... why am I blanking?
Inferno Bren.
Inferno Bren, right. Okay. So, off to a great start today.
Yep.
So Likeanoob is a very established runner in the scene. He's been part of the community for a long time, and in fact, he's one of our co-organizers for this tournament as a whole. Inferno Bren has been showing a lot of really good prowess and a lot of skill with this game over the course of this tournament. I mean, he's gotten this far. We're already pretty deep into the tournament here, and he's definitely showed that he can handle himself. So this should be an interesting race. I think most community predictions probably give a slight edge to Noob, but it's a randomizer. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Noob is a bit of an older runner of this game, so that's probably the main reason of his advantage more than anything. But Inferno has, as you said, done pretty well. So there's no predictions from my part.
Yeah, and Inferno Bren also runs Gates a lot, which is kind of one of the sequel games to Explorers of Sky. So definitely familiar skill sets, and also we've seen a lot of runners of this game really excel in this randomizer simply based on how much they've practiced this randomizer. This randomizer is brutal, it is very easy to die, and the Pokemon that are good in it do not make sense. So it heavily rewards someone who's done practice and research into this specific format. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Inferno.
Oh yeah. Inferno is winning. Inferno is winning. I don't care. Oh, Regigigas and Darkrai. Oh, those are pretty good moves.
Yeah, so couple things. So despite the fact that Zebus loves Glaceon so much, neither runner actually has a good leader here. Regigigas and Glaceon, neither of which are that great. However, Kangaskhan and Darkrai are probably both in or arguing to be in the top 10 Pokemon you can get. So this will be an interesting match because if I'm either one of these runners, you kind of almost want to rely on your partner more so than yourself to do a lot of the fighting. And that'll be an interesting thing to see how they dance around.
Yeah. Here both runners have some different advantages between their pokes. Inferno having the benefit of having double speed if it is snowing, and Likeanoob having the possibility for his partner to attack on between corners.
Yeah.
Around corners, I mean. Because Darkrai has the ability that most ghost types have, that is having the ability to go on walls. Although he's not a ghost type, that's a pretty good ability to have.
Oh, Likeanoob's finding a lot of fossils in this first dungeon here in Beach Cave. That'll give him a heavy advantage if Inferno Bren doesn't follow suit with that.
Yeah. One of the things I've seen with every single evolution, not just Glaceon, is that they have a good level of stats and EXP curve. The problem is that they don't learn anything, almost anything. So whatever moves you get at the start, that's what you're running and nothing else.
Yeah. Now, the counter argument to Regigigas being bad is that, of course, in the main series game and in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon as well, Regigigas typically gets its slow start ability, which causes it to have some problems and literally start slow. It takes a while to scale up its
Was
damage.
that agility? For Inferno?
I did not see that.
I think he just learned agility. that's one of the most busted moves you can have if you know how to use them.
Yeah, that can definitely be a big benefit. Usually more so on the bosses than anything else, but definitely will help in a couple of different spots across the course of the run. So Likeanoob has about a 4-floor advantage here. That's basically nothing at this point in the game. We're still so early, and yep, there it is, agility.
Yep, agility. Deciding to link pretty early, although he cannot use it in this floor because he's going to delink if he does. And he's linking.
Oh,
Well,
that was definitely a mistake.
Yep, that was a mistake.
Likeanoob with more fossils.
Oh no.
Dodrio and Munchlax for the team skull fight.
Almost no problem for Inferno.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem for either.
He needs to turn off defense order.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a little weird, like not turning off that defense order and like accidentally delinking those moves he had just linked with a link box. I'm already ready to call that those are two pretty uncharacteristic mistakes for Bren.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of the nerves or something, you know, just going on in the background today. But really hope with that it should be a little bit of a wake-up call, get him back into it. He's a very good runner. I'm sure he can pull it back.
Here having a complete dungeon advantage, Likeanoob is just going.
Oh no, that's a
Never
one-shot.
mind. That's a one-shot.
Yeah, that's a stab Magma Storm from Magmortar. That move is good, and it hurts.
Regardless of your stats. I think Noob got the lottery. Won the lottery with his moveset. I think he has Blood, Bug Bite, a Special Ren, and something else I don't remember. But those are pretty good moves, not items. Oh, and the bad thing about Darkrai's move is that they animate so slow.
Yeah.
Differently from main series, you cannot turn that off. You have to see every single animation if you are in screen. And taking another death. Oof. Inferno getting some time to catch up here. Oh, and something tells me that Inferno doesn't know how to play with agility that much.
It really depends. Like I said, in most, I would say most of the time in most of the any percent categories, the main use of agility is on bosses. So
yes, I would say so.
Isn't necessarily the easiest or most intuitive thing.
In theory, I have never done this, but I know you can. In theory, you can have infinite moves with proper use of agility.
Yeah, so I think the main uses of agility, at least that... Oh.
Nice button pass. Button pass just warps every single poke in the room, randomly, in the same room. More like switches, actually. Oh, Fury swipes. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. But that is pretty bad. If I were Inferno in his position now, I would... the same thing. I will give up and take the free revive you get. If you have played this game vanilla, you probably don't know that if you die twice in the second dungeon, the Guildmaster takes pity of you and says that, oh, you're struggling too much, have this, and he gives you a revive, an Oran, and I think a max elixir. I'm not quite sure about that last one.
Yeah, sorry, I think I dropped for a second there, but I'm back.
Yep, welcome back. Inferno just died. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh no. Yeah, I didn't quite see that. I saw, was it because of the warp that he got from the baton pass?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Kangaskhan got
unfortunate.
pretty much ganked by everything that was in that room.
Yeah, a little bit of luck there. Well, bad luck.
Yep.
Ooh, Confuse Ray. Confusion really sucks in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Luckily, with how many rare fossils we get across the course of the randomizer, it's not as big a deal. But for anyone who's not aware, Confusion makes it so that anytime you take an action, it is basically randomly decided which way it'll go. So if you attack something in front of you, you might throw an attack somewhere random off in the blue. If you try to take a step forward, you might end up walking some completely random other way. So it can be really annoying.
And another thing that happen if you get confused is that some items also get random effects. For example, if you use a Petrify Orb, you can Petrify yourself and your partner.
Yeah. Luckily, though, it does not affect throwing items, so rare fossils are the easiest way to get out of that. And, I mean, rare fossils are the easiest way to get out of any difficult situation in this randomizer, so definitely not too much to ask.
Exactly. Likeanoob finally in the last floor of Bristle and getting a Golden Seal. Probably going to Darkrai, yep. Is that Darkrai already level 16? Yep, it is.
I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like it.
Yep, 16. In the third dungeon. Yes, we're in chat. Anything you want to know?
Yeah, feel free to ask.
We can answer almost any question you have about this game.
And if we're not able to answer it, there's also a link to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon speedrunning Discord server. If you use the command in chat, you can join in there, and there's plenty of people that are more than willing to answer any of your questions about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Likeanoob, never mind. I was about to say he's having a slow start. Slow start of the dungeon. But he got a third floor right in the second one, so he's fine, I think.
Has he expanded
However,
his lead to 2 dungeons at this point?
no. Inferno just started Bristle and Likeanoob just finished it.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, 1 dungeon is still a pretty big advantage, so...
No, Slow Start is not banned. I think the only abilities we have banned are Wonder Ward, Thunveil, Thunveil but for Hail, I don't remember the name of that. Snowcloak, I think it was.
I think it is Snowcloak.
And there was another one that I don't remember. Fluent is the other one banned. Oh, using a one room orb and something has a room wide move. That's pretty bad. Although he found it. Oh no! No!
Unburdened.
I think. Oh, Hulk already posted every single ability that is banned.
Yep, and Hulk is one of our other organizers, so thanks for answering that question, Hulk.
Nuance, Roadstar, Stall, Illuminate. Illuminate is banned? Oh. I did not know that. Draw.
Oh, and all of the weather-inducing abilities are banned.
Yeah,
which is
although nice. We still get a lot of weather. Anyways.
Yeah. I feel like Cloud9 also shows up fairly frequently in the randomizer. You just kill something and find out, oh, well, that thing was stopping weather from happening.
I think Cloud9 is one of the best abilities you can have here.
Probably.
Just keep all the animations for weather.
I mean that there's a couple of other really good ones like huge power, stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to find it yet. Mobile Scarf, if you're not completely confident on your control of your character, I don't think it's that beneficial. Although I would take it if you find yourself in those layouts where there's a single stripe of water separating you from the other side.
Yeah, I think most runners treat Mobile Scarf as like if you can see the stairs but you can't get to them, throw on the Mobile Scarf and get there. But most time it ends up being more trouble than it's worth, especially when you're trying to run through hallways. If you can end up with some small inefficiencies by accidentally walking into a wall that you didn't mean to. So especially on like, I mean, you saw, I think it happened to Darkrai there, I might be wrong, but if you use a Mobile Scarf to walk on lava in a dungeon like this, you actually burn your character, which can be really painful.
Yep, that is exactly what happened to that guy.
Although the reverse tactic that you can end up doing is if you end up getting burned on a tile set where there is water, you can put the Mobile Scarf on, step onto water, cure your burn, take it off, do whatever.
Yeah. Although, is that worth it? The time? Oh, that Ninkada
Oh no.
ate the joystick. No had. Were
Is
those
it worth-
Goku specs?
Oh,
Those are
Goggle
Goku
specs
specs.
are really good though. That's actually like one of the best things he can pick up.
Yep.
Like that and maybe a warp scarf. So for anyone who's not aware, goggle specs, what they do is they show you hidden tiles on floors, including the hidden stairs, and hidden stairs are a lot more common in this randomizer than they are in the vanilla Sky. So you actually do find them, just like Likeanoob just did. You find them and they can it basically gives you another out somewhere on the floor to finding the staircase.
Here, I think we're watching the benefit of using some legendaries. They're red tanky. They normally have good stats. While Inferno is getting yawned. Oh no.
Yeah, Regigigas actually has decent stats, so definitely part of what's going on here is that I think Likeanoob's leader partner combo is better. Like statistically speaking, and like with the move sets, it's just better. Add on top of that Likeanoob found those rare fossils early, plus the goggle specs now, plus a little bit of small optimizations and the death that Inferno Bren took. It's very understandable the lead that he's been able to generate.
Likeanoob is leading now by 2 dungeons and a lot of levels, considering now he found a golden seed in the shop.
Yeah, Likeanoob's leading by two dungeons, but Inferno Bren's about to shorten that back to 1 dungeon. He's on the last floor of Mount Bristle here.
Vile Plume, Master Beatles, with a good move.
With Rock Wrecker. We are starting to see some of the downsides of having a partner that can walk over either water or walls or whatever. You'll notice a couple of times over the course of this that Darkrai's pathing, basically, he won't always just walk straight behind Regigigas. Kind of like right there. If Darkrai can kind of cut a corner that Regigigas can't, he will choose to do so. And just like that right there, it can end up creating space between Darkrai and Vileplume because Vileplume can't do those corner cuts. So, if Likeanoob isn't careful, he can end up leaving Vileplume out on an island. Like every single time you're seeing that one tile between Darkrai and Vileplume, that's what's happening. Darkrai is taking a corner cut that Vileplume's not able to take. And if Likeanoob isn't careful with that, he can end up getting Vileplume into a fight where Regigigas can't help. And if that happens, Vileplume can die. And if Vileplume dies, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah. At least he doesn't have Memento.
At least he doesn't have Memento. Or Earthquake, or Magnitude, or Draco Meteor, or, like, there's a lot of things that could be bad.
Yeah. Inferno just starting Waterfall Cave. Ready behind it now.
Yeah.
Likeanoob is just zooming through the floors here.
More fossils!
Why do you need more?
Why don't you want more?
True. At this point, I think it's just something runners do. If they see rare fossils, it's not something that they're actually thinking about doing. They just do it because they see them.
Yeah, I think at this point, you're probably not at the point where you want to just start throwing fossils at everything. I personally would be a little bit more conservative with them, but not much more than Likeanoob is. You want to have enough for Mount Horn. At this point, if I'm Likeanoob, I'm thinking, well, I probably have enough to just go through all of Mount Horn without doing a fight, so I might as well go ahead and do that because Mount Horn can be very threatening. The Dangerous Cabin.
I'll be crazy, but I think one of the pokes of Inferno has Cloud 9. Or something that avoids the weather.
That very well might be the case.
Because I've not seen Glaceon get the speed boost for ice types on the snow. And that's one of the only benefits of using that Pokédex. I think I'm going to ask him if he didn't check.
Yeah, we can always have him check again after the race.
Yep. No? No? Please? This is not ethical.
Oh my god.
He's in floor 9 already.
And he just picked up 2 stacks of fossils from Kecleon.
That's a stab energy ball for Vileplume.
This Vileplume is wrecking stuff.
Yep.
First Rock Wrecker, now Energy Ball.
Just feeding Darkrai more Golden Seeds. Was that bite? For Darkrai?
I didn't see it, I'm sorry.
Oh my... No, please.
You can chill, my dude. You can chill.
You have 3 dungeons of advantage. Do
you think we can get a sub 30 out of this, or do you think it's a little...
No, it is possible. Completely possible at this rate.
I don't think we've had a sub 30 in the tournament yet, so that would be hype.
No, we haven't. I think we had a 30-minute exit time.
Yeah, we've come very close.
And I think both were homes, now that I think of it.
No.
I wonder why. That's Memento, and Sableye is gone.
But yeah, I know that it's nice to see because I know that Likeanoob in post-game interviews for his last couple matches has said that, you know, he played a little bit sloppy, but he's doing really well today. So this will definitely be a performance I think he can be proud of.
Yeah, this is one of the best performances, I think. He has great poke, great move. Bidoof is not annoying. The block he has.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably prefer something a little bit better than the Regigigas, but honestly, that's the only thing that I would want to change about this run. If you could literally like pick what you get out of the pick what the starters were going to be. He's trusting Vile
has psychic.
take care of it, and it looks like he was correct to, but that was risky. That was a little bit more risky than I think I would have liked to have seen.
This race is nose to lose. I don't think Inferno has many possibilities unless Likeanoob does something bad.
Yeah, he'd have to get trolled on Groudon or something like at this point. That said, with that kind of risky Vileplume play, I think Likeanoob is going to do his best to try and make this a sub 30. That's kind of what I'm guessing is happening right now.
Yeah. One thing I don't think we talk about was these guys' PVs for this Rando. If I'm not mistaken, Likeanoob has a 27 or a 29, and he was the first person to get a sub 30 in the entire Rando.
Yeah.
And Inferno has a mid 30s, if I'm not mistaken, 32, something like that.
Yeah,
29, 56. Right. Yeah. So they are not that far away.
Yeah, not at all. It would definitely be kind of poetic to see Likeanoob the first person in the community to show that a sub 30 in this randomizer was possible to be the first one to actually put it on SpeedGaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Halcree confirming. So Likeanoob's PB is 29.55. So if he finishes this sub 30, he's more than likely also PBing here.
Although using those moves instead of rare fossils, I'm not quite sure about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many rare fossils he has left. That would be my question.
Noob got 2 revives in that dungeon, by the way, and he has not died, I think, after he got his 3
I don't
revives.
think he's planning on dying at this point.
Oh, some hesitation. I think he wanted to check the seat there. And Noob already in the last floor, on the last dungeon.
Well, yeah, the first part of the last 2-part dungeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, like, especially with the number of revives that Noob's getting, Bren really has to hope for a miracle here to win the race at this point.
The Darkrai almost died.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's not healing, so I think he is going for PV.
Yeah, I think he's racing against the clock right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a Dark Pulse TM. If he had found that earlier, dang.
I don't think Darkrai needs anything.
No, I don't think Darkrai needs anything, but that would have been fun to just see Darkrai wreck absolute house.
Oh.
Darkrai getting into a bit of an unnecessary fight, but that's okay.
That's a small movement mistake. At least he didn't get punished. No, this is not ethical at all. What are you doing?
No, this is a really good run. This is an absolutely amazing run from Likeanoob.
Yep. This is PV attempts worthy.
Oh yeah. He's going to be cutting it real close to his PB, though, at this point.
Well, I know that the last dungeon plus Groudon, you can finish it in a little more than a minute. So, as long as he finishes, like, right about now, he still has a chance.
Yeah, he does still have 2 floors left for the dungeon he's in right now.
That one. And he's out in
Yeah,
the
that's
last
it.
part of the dungeon.
Yeah, he can definitely do this then.
Yeah. My god, Noob.
Stair floors galore.
Esther full score. Brrr. Are you keeping track to go Inferno? I don't know where he is at.
Yeah, not quite as much. I think.
I think he's still in Applewoods, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he's in Applewoods. Is what I was about to say as well.
No! Please!
You did not have to go this hard, my brother. Inferno Bren
Last
finding
floor.
some rare fossils, that's nice to see.
I think we're
Yeah, I
about
mean-
to see the first of 30 of the tournament.
Yeah. So
Unless
Pearlia
something-
will have a set 500 health. So depending on how much Darkrai does, it'll go down to either 4 or 5 rare fossils.
There?
Is he out of fossils?
I think he's out of fossils. He's not out of fossils.
Right,
Genie,
that's
that's
29.49. That is a PB for Likeanoob by 6 seconds, I believe.
and the first of 30 of the tournament.
Yeah, in the first sub 30 on SpeedGaming. So congratulations, Likeanoob. Very, very good run.
That was insane, dude. And
Yeah, the
Inferno
stairs
just
lock on the last part there was really good.
and Inferno just forfeited that. Sir? Sir?
Yeah,
That
Inferno
was
just-
insane, dude.
Yeah, we should be working on getting both of our competitors in for a interview for a post game interview. Inferno did say he forfeited on the race time. I'm not sure if he's gonna just keep playing while we're talking or not.
I think he's just talking.
And congratulations to our winner, Likeanoob. Likeanoob, how do you feel about the race?
That was an interesting time. That was a roller coaster to be sure.
Yeah, we were talking with Halkery in chat. That's a PB for you, isn't it?
Yeah, by 1 second.
By 1 second.
It's also the most. It's also like the first one I got, the 25 or the 2950 was unrecorded too. So I actually have footage of this one. This doesn't really feel like a real PB though, because the Regigigas Darkrai is just kind of broken, especially with the movesets they had.
Yeah, that was really good. I mean,
I want to recapitulate the movesets of Gigas. He had Bug Bite and Plug, right? A
Yep.
special rend and some other thing that I cannot remember, but you never use it.
Bite.
Bite?
So
Bite was on that.
Bite.
Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam was what it was.
Aurora Beam.
Yeah. And
what?
Darkrai had Dragon Breath, I think. No?
Yeah, I mean, it was Dragon Pulse and
Dragon
Psychic.
Excuse me, but
Yeah, it's disgusting.
it's extremely disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention that the Bidoof actually was holding its own. Like
the Val. I was just sitting in like you sit with your thoughts in this race, right? Mic off, and you're just kind of like you're like thinking to yourself or talking to yourself. And as I was going about this, I was kind of saying, you know what? This Vileplume is really good. This Vileplume is actually killing things and has Psychic and Rock Wrecker. Decent coverage, like it's actually using good moves. Like it was very, very nice to me.
Energy Ball.
Yeah, even then it one shot the Tangela woke up with Energy Ball, so like I wasn't mad. It was a very good Bidoof. Usually you get ones that rather can't do anything or, you know, hinder you properly, which was it was very nice to have a Bidoof that actually was good.
But
Hello,
and now
Inferno.
also joined us, Inferno Bren. How do you feel after?
As soon as I realized it was a Valkyrie seed, I knew there was no way I was going to win.
Man.
So, and the fact that this man beat my PB by about 10 minutes in this race, I was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna.
Oh no, I PB during this race too, Bren. This was my best time ever.
Yeah, no,
on the randomizer.
I knew that when I chose my Pokemon and saw what I had, there was no way I was going to win. So I decided I was just going to meme it up and run with what I had.
You didn't feel like resetting.
I
There's definitely
No, I actually didn't want to be in the tournament anymore. To be honest,
man.
I lost interest because of how much time it was taking up for me. So
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I also do want it to not go over anybody's heads here. Likeanoob, that's the fastest time that we've put on SpeedGaming as a community.
Oh yeah.
So far. Like that's the first sub 30. So definitely is impressive. And
I'm glad to see that I can actually put up decent times, if not great times. When I am actually on it. I think I was very in my head when I was playing against Cobra, and I made a lot of mistakes that I kind of cleaned up in this race. I mean, obviously I died twice in Bristle, but that's something I could also clean up. But I think overall, it was very nice. Goggle specs are just broken.
Yeah, goggle specs are stupid in this race.
That was the first time I picked up, and then I lost it because something stupid happened in Drench.
Man,
so
that sucks. But yeah, goggle specs basically like allow you to get these sub 30 times, in my opinion. They just speed up the game so much because you basically I don't know if it's there's secret floors on every floor of a dungeon. I don't think it's that, but it's still very common. Yeah, it's still very, very common for secret stairs to happen, and when that happens, you just have a second like way to get out of the floor.
Yeah, well, not to mention that you got a lot of rare fossils really early on, which also helped.
I got screwed over on rare fossils.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was running pretty low for a lot of the race because I got a lot early, and then I died in Bristle twice, so I lost them all.
Yeah.
So I had to build them back up from there.
What team
you did build it on?
Oh, you don't want to know. It was Regigiga's Darkrai.
I didn't even see Darkrai as a partner because it wasn't on my list. I'm guessing Glacian got rid of it.
Yeah, it might have.
So I was like, I'm just gonna reset, and then I saw Glacian. I was like, I'll grab that for some boost.
I mean, Glacian is still pretty okay. Good health stat, decent curve, decent attacking stats. It's like it's top like 40 or 30% in terms of viability.
Well, not to mention Kangaskhan, your partner, is a really good poke as well. So.
Yeah, other than the fact that it only has Gyro Ball.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I got outraged. So, yeah, you just okay.
Inferno, I have a question for you.
Oh, it's here.
What are the abilities for your pokes? Because I think one of them has Cloud9 or something like that.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that would be Kangaskhan that has it.
Yeah, but because I never saw you get the benefit of snow for the Glacian. And that's one of the main benefits for it.
It's like, I didn't even notice there was no weather until somebody just tried to use hail. And it's like, it didn't change. It's like, oh.
Crazy.
Yeah. I only noticed that because I play with that poke a lot when I get it.
I mean, I grabbed Glacian because I knew you would appreciate it. So
I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
But yeah, so do we have any final thoughts about the race? And I'll talk about the rest of the tournament.
I don't think so.
No, just it seems that whenever I get a Valkyrie seed, it's always garbage. So
And then he treated me right today.
No
Yeah,
more hot
no.
seats.
Yeah, both of Halkery pointing out that both of Bren's losses in the tournament were to the tournament organizers. So definitely not bad races to lose.
I mean, if you look at my other races, it was against like it was newcomers to the like Sky in general, or like
Yeah.
running PMD in general, and then Arrow forfeited because he was really hungover.
Yeah. Either way, like your performances have been impressive. I don't really think you have anything to be ashamed of in your losses. So yeah, you've played well in this tournament, and we definitely are glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad I joined up. I did better than I thought I would, and yeah, it just with how quick the matches have been going, it's like I haven't really had time to really do anything else. So I am glad that I made it this far, but I'm also glad to be out. It was a lot of fun, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do this tournament sometime again with a little bit less strict time
Yeah,
schedule.
it was like Halk said, he didn't really realize how crammed we were for time until we actually had to start doing matches. And even though I knew about the time crunch, I wanted more people to be in here because it was like we went from like 12 entrants to like 26 entrants in like 2 days, and it would have definitely been a little bit easier with that small numbers. But then when it ballooned, we're like, oh crap, let's do the week hard cap and let's move on. So definitely, if we're able to be on SpeedGaming again, we'll probably organize this a little bit differently. But I think everyone's still enjoying themselves, having a good time, and all
Oh
that.
yeah. I would
Yeah.
say so far the tournament definitely has seemed like a wild
Uh,
success.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's amazing that we are able to have like as big of as many people as we had, and like how big the prize pool was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to calming now that I don't have to like dedicate so much time to playing. I haven't played since Saturday because I wanted to do something else.
Yeah, it's
Fair.
understandable. Yeah, I just started doing some of these races again after dropping out early. Like I did a couple races last night. This format's just so fun. It does kind of wear out on you at some point though.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot, especially when you're it's like when you live with dependent parents, like a handicapped parent.
Yeah.
I started feeling guilty for taking so much time up to play this instead of being available to help out around the house. That it'll be a relief to my mother that I'll be able to help her around some more. So just kind of holding myself up in the basement and playing this. So
Yeah.
Completely understandable.
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so tournament's still going. We're still having a lot of fun putting it on. And let's go ahead and talk about where we are going next. So, Likeanoob, you will be facing off against the winner between Juicebox Commando and Yimo. Definitely both very impressive players who have, obviously, I mean, they're already here. They're making deep runs into the tournament. So, how do you feel about your match?
Against who I'm playing next, it'll be interesting because Yimo and Juice both lost to very established people, Jirachi and who got first and second in the last tournament that we put on for this. So it'll be an interesting match. I played a lot with Juicebox, and I believe I have a slight edge over him just because of PMD, speedrunning practice. He's done basically just randomizers for the time he's been back, and he took like a year or two break, so he might just be a little bit more rusty than I am. And Yemo has, some practice too, but I don't think he has as much practice as Juice on the randomizer itself. So that match will be interesting to watch, but definitely coming out of it, I believe I have a slight advantage, but not a ton.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. And unlike these earlier matches, this match actually will have some sort of money on the line too, right? The winner of that gets, I think, like a $50 increase from payout.
I'm not sure about payouts, honestly.
You're right.
don't remember exactly.
You just won. You're in the money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Right?
you just won $40.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, it'd be cool if I won $40, but I don't expect to win any money because there's just so many better people than me in this tournament.
I think
that
you still put on a great performance.
Yeah.
There's some people and losers that are gonna get some money that I believe you would be able to beat in a one-on-one. So don't you lost to me and Halk, two of the organizers. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. Just sometimes you get an unlucky bracket. That's how it is.
Yeah, it's like I honestly got pretty lucky against who I was going against to get this far. It's like that's just how brackets work. Is like you get some pretty one-sided matches, and then you get some pretty even matches. Like I did have my fair share of even matches throughout here. I was finished 3 minutes within Halkery when in our match, and then there was a very close match that I could have very easily lost. Things went differently against Gamer during this.
Yeah.
So, and that's because I kept forgetting about mashing A between floors. I have been doing. I have that drilled into my head now. Mash A. So.
But yeah, so either way, last couple notes. So that is going to be the bracket, and we talked about Likeanoob's next match coming up. So the next couple matches we have are tomorrow on Tuesday the 2nd at 3 p.m. We have Zabuz versus Diego Lazo. That'll be an interesting match.
We actually have a double header at that time. We have Zabuz, Diego Lazo, and Juicebox Commando versus Yemo at the same time tomorrow.
Oh,
Is it the same time tomorrow?
Yep, at the same time.
It's not on the schedule for me yet, but
I literally opened up the schedule to see if I needed to update anything, and they just submitted their time. So newest scoop, hot scoop. We have a double header in 23 hours. We are not sure what SpeedGaming channels they'll be on, but if you want to know, we have a PMD speedrunning Discord that we try to announce, when these matches go live. As well, you can just follow all 6 of the SpeedGaming channels and look then.
But yeah, so definitely, if you're interested in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in this randomizer or running the any % categories, definitely join the community. We're a welcoming group of folks, and I think a lot of the community's kind of been put on spotlight here and kind of really shown through. So that's good to see. Also follow both the runners and the commentators if you feel so inclined. And anybody else have anything else for the good of the cause?
I also want to thank the peeps on the Sky Temple. Those are the ones that make the randomizer and everything.
Without Sky Temple working so nicely with us to get some implementation that we needed, this tournament would look very different. We had a randomizer in 2018, but it was very bare bones, and we didn't allow for a lot of certain customization. And they've just been so nice to us in terms of helping us out. So,
yeah, in fact, just as a small shout out, I believe that they are actually having a ROM hacking, game jam of sorts going on right now. So yeah, if you look for Sky Temple resources, I'm sure that there's plenty of community for. There's plenty more community for PMD stuff going on there if you're interested in that as well. But with that, if there's nothing else, thank you to both of the runners for putting on a good show. My name's been Strexado with Zebus, and our runners Likeanoob and Inferno Bren. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you tomorrow for the doubleheader.